Hi everyone, this is Nicole Myers talking with you about how to organize your elementary Google Classrooms. This is going to be kind of a push that we're getting from the admin side of being able to better align and kind of unify our Google Classrooms in not quite necessarily K-12, but at minimum in like per kind of building level, per grade level. Whatever alignment that we can get to is just going to benefit our kiddos and benefit our school. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. So thanks for joining me today. Just briefly for this video, I want to give credit where credit is due to the people who have helped me kind of create some of the information in this slide set. This slide set is broken down into 3 phases. This is kind of initial, easy rollout stuff of phase 1. So our kind of driving question today is how do our students know what they are doing each day and why they are doing it? That was an early complaint from some of our families, was this idea that like our kiddos had things to do, but maybe not necessarily like an objective or a set of reasons as to why they're doing it, maybe not an obvious goal of what they are working towards. So being able to make sure they know A, what they're doing, of course, and then B, why they're doing it each day. The other piece that we can think about here is to make our learning experience equitable for all, we need to make everything easy to access and very clear, and we can do that by unifying and creating those cohesive Google Classrooms. So again, 3 phases here of organizing your elementary Google Classroom. The phase 1 is cohesive organization. Phase 2, clear directions. Phase 3, tips and tricks. So this particular first Wednesday that we're going to talk for this initial date, this is the 10th of February, we're going to talk about just cohesive organization and these 4 points. So we're thinking about making sure that our Google Classrooms are set up in the same manner and that they structure themselves in a similar way to help make it very clear for families and kids as to where they're meant to go to find their information each day. So 4 things to do. By the end of this conversation, you want to be able to have all 4 of these done on your Google Classrooms. First one, turn off the Classwork on Stream button. Second, post assignments as assignments and announcements as announcements. 3, organize the Classwork section by topic. And 4, have a top section for the pacing guide. So firstly, here's a video that's going to show you briefly how to turn off the Classwork on Stream button. So if you saw the settings icon in that upper right corner, and if you would scroll down, you'll see the option for Classwork on the stream, and you want to have it clicked so it says hide notifications. So you want essentially what that's going to do is it's not going to duplicate. So previously, any assignment you would create would duplicate itself and it would be on both the Classwork section and the stream section. You don't want to do that. So you want to have every assignment for our kiddos is going to only be in the Classwork section, and all of your announcements are only going to live in the stream section. And by turning off that Classwork on the stream button, that's going to make it a lot easier for us. That's actually getting into here, announcements as announcements and classwork as classwork. So your stream section, which you can see here, this is where your announcements live. This is the place where you're going to have updates or important little bits of information. But in the classwork section, this is where we're going to see exactly what the kids are doing each day and why they are doing it. All that information lives in the classwork section only. So again, previously when you had that button turned on, it would have duplicated itself and lived in both places. But now we've separated that. So announcements will only appear on the stream, and assignments and classwork tasks will only appear in the classwork section. Third idea, to organize our classwork section by topics. So there's a number of different ways we can do this. It depends kind of on who you are. So I know if you've seen the Specials Google Classroom, they break down their topics by essentially content area, so library, music, art, and that's one way to do it. Others have broken down their classwork section by it could be by the date, by the unit, by the day of the week. A couple different ways to do it. The more subcategories you can make in that classwork section, the easier it is to just overall navigate through your Google Classrooms. Fourth, last thing, we want to add a pacing guide or a calendar or an agenda section at the top of our classwork, just to permanently live there. So every day the kids know to go to that pacing guide or that calendar or that agenda section to figure out what they're meant to do each day, or to at least get the overview. So you can move different new topics up and down using those 3 dots on the side that you just saw me look at there. There's a move up and move down feature. But essentially that's what you're looking for here is that pacing guide that's living at the very top. And underneath that, that's where you'll post either your pacing guide, your calendar, or your agenda. And again, in the elementary world, I know you guys are doing that. You have always done that. That's a newer thing in the high school world where we didn't always have to do it that way. But we are now. So we have those pacing guides, those calendars, those agendas are much more prevalent right now. So those are our first 4 points. Again, I'll put up our list here. Turning off the classwork on stream option, posting assignments as assignments or announcements as announcements, making sure that we're organizing the classwork section by topic, and adding a top section there for your pacing guide, your calendar, or your agenda, whatever you use, to make sure everyone can see very quickly what you're doing each day. Thanks so much.